so hot, it literally feels like summer. I want to talk about milk teeth. I got this book for my birthday. My sister got it for me, and my brother, thank you. It really bloody inspired me. The way in which I was thinking, romanticising my own life because of the way in which it was all written. I was actually walking down the road and thinking about how I would write the experience I was having. I want to read you a bit of the first bit of the book just as like a introduction, and then if you want to carry on reading it, you can. I kiss you for the first time on my birthday. I am sweating in gold sequins in a basement in Peckham. You are wearing a mask in the shape of a cat's face, and you take it off as we walk into the smoke. Your lips are wet and your tongue tastes of blood. We go outside for some air and watch the sky begin to lighten. A cigarette burns between your painted fingernails, and you ask if I have any resolutions for my 28th year. I focus on the silver curling of your lips and say, to be unashamedly myself. I did wake up grumpy, you're right. This book needs finishing. I'm on page 193. I think there's 243 pages. I reckon I could smash through 50 pages, surely. Like, I don't know. I'm not really much of a reader, and I do read really slow, so we'll see. But it's 11:15 p.m. It's a Saturday night. Wild, I know. Ewan's in Devon working on his van, and I really want to finish this book and chat about it, really, because I knew that I loved it from like the first few pages, and I've just been loving it more and more. I haven't read this in the last week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks, maybe even longer, because one night my internal singing voice was way too loud and I couldn't even hear the words I was reading. So I put it down and I haven't really picked it up since, so that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to try to finish reading it. But yeah, I'm just going to get reading now. I'm sure I'm going to love it. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to make this video because I'm now apparently a reader. I have read 2 books in 2025 so far. Now that doesn't sound like much to many. This is an all-time record in my adult life, especially 2 books in 2 months. Milk Teeth by Jessica Andrews is absolutely stunning. The way in which it's written is just like super like adjective, you know, like loads of description, and the way in which it's written, it's like you feel so strongly the perspective of the female main character, and you feel it so much that there's sometimes ends of like, they're kind of like verses. I mean, I'm not a reader girly pop, so I literally have no clue what one about, but they're not the end of chapters, like they're like verses, you know. And at the end there are some one-liners that I just feel like a kick to the stomach, because you like fully are totally in this girl's head. You understand all of her insecurities, that when these things are said you're like, oh fuck, you know. And it's also super relatable, but also it's just so well written that even if you perhaps only relate slightly, you really feel it and you really get it. And my friend Adam, shout out Adam, he watches my videos, he texted me about my birthday video, and he was like, girl, it's so nice like to be able to romanticize moments and stuff, you know. And the thing is, that birthday video, when I was editing that, I was in the peak of like just really enjoying this book. And so with that, I was like thinking, so like, yeah, I was romanticizing things. I was thinking really creatively about things, and it's so nice when you feel like inspired to create. That's what this book did, really. It inspired me to live my life really in a really beautiful way. But I totally recommend the book. There's a bit of romance in there. There's quite a bit of romance in there. I like me a bit of romance, but it's not about the other person at all. In fact, I quite like that the gender of the other person wasn't actually said for a little while in. And so you're thinking, like it really wasn't about them or their experience together. It was always about the girl and what she was experiencing. Yeah, it was just phenomenal. I really liked it, and I slightly feel insecure over the fact that I'm not one that really reads loads, so for me this could just be like a good book. This is my favourite book I've ever read to date. I haven't read much, but it was really good. But I guess I'm not in a reading slump anymore, and actually I can't really say a reading slump because I've never been one to consistently read, so that is inaccurate. Whatever it is, I'm a reader now. I can identify with that wholeheartedly. And I'm on to my third book. I've got on my bed One of Us is Lying. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed the Midnight Library. I couldn't put it down. And actually, I'm now into somewhat of a nightly routine to read my book. I love it. I actually look forward to that moment in my day where it's like, okay, let's get in bed and read before we go to sleep. It's a really nice way to unwind, relax, get sleepy. Could never really understand how someone was able to do that every night and make a habit of it, but I'm starting to make a habit of it. And obviously it takes a while to make a habit stick. I think they say like 60 days or something, but it seems to be working so far. I just need to keep at it and keep finding interesting books, and if you don't like the book, simply put it down. Right, I'm sorry, I genuinely feel as though my face is going to burn in a bit, so I'm going to go back inside. It's actually stunning out here though. Oh. The life of a lodger, hey? The life of a lodger. The thing is, it's not even just the book, which is the point of this video. Like, it's so nice to be able to consume media that's just so inspiring and uplifting. Like, you can still be reading, like, really tragic stories and things, but it's the creative process. Somebody has written this fictional world, you are being absorbed into that, and it's just beautiful that you can, like, be transcended into somebody else's words, creativity, imagination, their mind. It's just so cool.